What's up, my YT fam? It's your girl Sweet Cheese Pizza coming at you with another video. This time it's a bronzy, quick back to school look. You seriously need 2, maybe 3 eyeshadows to pull this off. I'm not even wearing foundation. So it's a very simple, quick look that you can use when you're running out the door late for school, which you know you usually are. So this is the final look. It's bronzy, still hanging on to the last bits of summertime. So if you'd like to see how this look was accomplished, keep watching. Okay guys, so I'm gonna do a walkthrough. I'm gonna do a talk through, which I haven't done in a while, so we'll see how it goes. I'm just going to prime my face. I'm not going to be using foundation today, but I still like to give my concealer a nice foundation, so I'm using my Shine Free primer from Hard Candy. I'm just going to put that all over my face. I've already obviously started with my eyebrows because there are literally 1.5 million eyebrow tutorials out there. If you are really curious as to how I do mine, let me know and I will show you. I have an old video showing how I do them, but I've changed that so many times. I have a different routine now, so maybe I'll do an updated video on that. But I'm going to prime my eyelids with an eyeshadow base. I think it's an e.l.f. Nope, it's NYX eyeshadow base in the color ESB03. Skin tone is what it's called. Skin tone is what it's called. The colors I'm going to be featuring are Milani eyeshadows, Bella Gel eyeshadows. This one is in the color Bella Copper, and this one is in Bella Champagne. So I love those two colors for this bronzy coppery look. But to start, in my crease for my transition color, I'm going to use a matte color called Texture. And I'm just going to sweep that into the crease. Because it's my favorite transition color. Probably use this for 9 out of 10 of my eyeshadow looks. It just works well with so many colors. Okay, then using a nice fluffy flat shader brush, I'm going to take Bella Copper, which is this coppery color here, and I'm going to just sweep that all over the eyelid. Voila! Then I'm going to take another fluffy shader brush and take Bella Champagne and just plop that right in the center of the eyelid. Just like that. Now from my Coastal Scents palette, which gets no love anymore, but I'm going to bust it out, I'm going to take a nice dark brown color. I'm going to mix actually between these two, just to give a little definition to the outer V, because we don't want the look to be flat. So just a little to the outer V. Okay, so now since I'm not going to be wearing foundation, I like to use concealer to even out my skin tone a little bit. And for this I'm going to use my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Warm Honey, which I'm running out of. But I got backups, yo! So I'm just going to go right under my eyes in that triangular shape, and then right along the sides of my mouth. And I'll also do a little bit down the nose, Cupid's bow and chin. And a little bit up here, because that's what I likes to do. What I also like to do is take my fingers to blend this in initially, just to get it moving around, because, and it looks really scary right now, but don't worry, it will blend. Will it blend? It will blend. I start out with it dry. And if I feel like I need to remove more product, then I'll go back and wet it. Okay, so I'm going to set that with banana powder under my eyes. Keep it from creasing. Here on my forehead, because it's such an oily area usually. Down my nose just a bit, and anywhere where I applied that highlight. And as we're allowing that to bake or to set, I'm gonna contour. So I'm using my favorite contour, which is NARS Palm Beach, and it's a cream blush. But it's so bronzy, it looks like that, and I need to get some more running out of it. So I'm just gonna hit the jaw, hairline a little bit. And then I'm going to use, for my nose, from my Eve Pearl Pro Palette, which is delicious. It's just delicious. I'm going to use one of the shades, foundation shades in this palette to contour my nose. Super creamy consistency. Super creamy. Okay, and then let's blend. Let's blend this baby. And it just brings that 5 head down to earth proportions. So what I like to do sometimes, not often, but I like to get a little bit of a deeper contour. So I'm actually using a Femme Couture dark brown brow powder. Looks like that. And then whatever I have left, I just go onto the nose. Okay, so off camera I applied some half false lashes. Because it's back to school, it's like you don't even really have to do that. But I don't know, I just like the look of eyelashes. And please excuse my busted eye. I totally poked myself in the eye as I was doing that. So now we'll just go on to liner. Okay, so baked long enough under the eyes, so I'm just going to brush away the excess powder in these highlighted areas. So we can finish with the eye look underneath. Okay, so all I want to do under the eye is just take a little bit of the Bella Copper and rub it right along the eye line, the lower lash line. Almost all the way in. We'll say the really inner corner for the Bella Champagne. And that's what we'll do now. Take the Bella Champagne and just add it to that inner corner and tear duct area, just to brighten the eyes a little bit. And I'm gonna take a super dark brown eye pencil eyeliner. To just kind of smudge along the lash line, lower lash line. So now we're going to add mascara. Actually, I'm not going to add mascara yet. Now I'm going to bronze, and I'm going to use my Milani Baked Bronzer, which looks like this. And a fairly dense blush brush. And I'm just going to go right along where I contoured earlier to blend that in, up along the temple. Same thing on this side. And I'm gonna sweep a little bit all over because it has a nice, it's not too glittery, but it just warms up the face really nicely. Okay. Now for my highlight, I'm going to use my Hard Candy Glow All the Way. I'm going to take a tiny, tiny bit on my finger, not that much, and I'm just going to dab right along the cheekbone, the upper cheekbone, and I'm just going to keep dabbing until that's nicely blended. Same thing on the other side, just a tiny, tiny dab. A little bit of this stuff goes a long way. And then I'm going to take whatever's left on my finger and just run it down the bridge of my nose. Bam! Bam! Nice glow, right? Okay. For blush, I'm going to use a tiny, tiny bit of my NARS Taj Mahal. And for that, I'm going to use a fluffier blush because I want very little product to be deposited. I'm just really using it as a transition between the bronzer and the highlight to kind of blend it all together. Just like that. Okay. Now I'm gonna do mascara. So I've been using this It's So Big mascara by Elizabeth Mott. And yes, you did just see me put mascara on my face. So we'll just let that dry. And I should be able, once it's dry, to just flake that right off. Without doing too much damage to the rest of my face. Don't you hate when that happens? And it's always when you're rushing. Like when you're out of time, you're trying to get somewhere fast. That's always when you jack something up. So we'll just let that dry so I can flake that off. Okay, and just a subtle, nice, subtle highlight, I'm using my NYX Sahara eyeshadow. Right under the brow bone. And blend that out. Okay, now I'm gonna set my makeup with a setting spray while I figure out what lipstick I want to use. So I'm going to start out with a brown lip pencil, Maybelline, in the color brownish black. I have my Milani Color Statement lipstick in Bronze Beauty. I really want to lighten that up, so I'm going to use Matte Innocence, also by Milani. I just love the way those two lipsticks look together. And I'm going to add a little dollop of Brilliant Shine lip gloss in the color, I think this is Mai Tai. Yes, Mai Tai. I'm going to add that right to the center. Bronzy back to school makeup. Very easy to do. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it was helpful. First time I've done a talk-through tutorial in a while. Let me know down in the comments if you prefer the talk-throughs or if you prefer just the voiceovers. Also, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it and share if you like. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I appreciate you so much for taking the time to watch my videos, and I'll catch you in the next one.